Do you have plans for your life? I mean, where you want to go, what you want to do, kind of house you want to live in, how much money you want to have, what kind of family do you want? Do you have plans for your life? Most people don't. Most people just roll along with whatever comes. And that's why they don't always get what they want. You need to plan your life so you can work toward it and get what you really want. Because you know what others have planned for your life? Not much. And if they do, it's not something that you want. We must take the time to look at our lives and determine what we want, where we want to go, and figure out how to get there and take the action steps to make it happen. That's what we're going to talk about on Coffee with Alain today. Got my Tramp cup, one of my favorite Disney characters as a kid. Tramp was cool. He was tough, but he was loving. He was fun. He was just a freewheeling guy, but when he settled down, he had a family. So I always liked Tramp. Great show, great character. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicki. Appreciate both of you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. So we're going to talk a little bit about planning our lives. If you read any books on personal development, listen to any program on personal development, they're going to talk about planning and goal setting and writing things down. Why? Because it's a proven way towards success, and very few people do it. And if you're having trouble with your plans, it doesn't mean you can't change them and modify them. They're not set in stone. But if we don't have a general plan that we're working toward, we're just freewheeling down the road, not knowing where we're going to go, very unlikely we're going to end up where we desire, where we want to be. The plan is a roadmap to get us to where we want to go. And some people never even take the time to figure out what it is they want. What kind of family do you want? What kind of job do you want? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Where do you want to live? What kind of house? What kind of car do you want to drive? What do you want to wear? What do you want to do each day? What kind of activities? Where do you want to travel? Do you want to be married? Do you not want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Do you not want to have kids? Do you want to have a dog? Do you want to have a cat? What would you like? What would make your life the best for you? Write it on down. Make some plans. Put it on paper. When you put it down on paper, it makes it more real. And then if you don't have everything you want, the house isn't the house you want, if the life isn't the life you want, start looking at how could you make it so? What actions, what things would you have to do to make the life that you want? Jim Rohn used to say, don't start the day until it's planned. Don't start the week until it's planned. Don't start the month until it's planned. Don't start the year until it's planned. And it doesn't mean your plan has to be so rigid that you can't stop and do something different and jump on those opportunities that come up. I'm all for that. I've always stressed if an opportunity comes, take it. We don't want to miss those. Those are what we'll regret. But we want to have that plan to where we're going, right? But a lot of people, they never write it down. They never think about it. Take some time, make some time to think about your life and what you really want and what it's going to take to get it. And then start right now. There's no better time to start than right now. You can't wait for the perfect time. You need to start now and make progress toward it, because it'll never be the perfect time. Something will always come up. I wanted to save, but the car broke down. I wanted to put some into savings, but this came up and that became more expensive. And Start right now. Even if you only save $1 today because something came up, but make progress toward those goals that you want to achieve and those things in life that you desire. And it's true that the journey towards those is part of the process. We don't want to focus just on the destination. It's the whole journey that gets us there. And we want to enjoy life, that whole journey, going towards the things that will mean the most to us. Is family important? Most people say it is. How much time are you spending with your family? When you look at some of the national statistics and stuff about how much time people spend watching TV versus how much time they spend with their kids versus this versus that, it sometimes shows that what we say we want and desire and that is important to us, not always where we're putting our time, money, efforts. It's a lot easier to get home and watch TV for 6 hours. And yeah, I've read reports that the average American watches 6 hours of television a day. And it's not educational things they're mostly watching. Now, I like a good TV show and I watch TV shows, but not 6 hours a day. We got to have some balance in there. You say your kids are important, but you're watching 6 hours of TV a day and spending a couple minutes a day with your kids or your spouse, if you say your spouse is important, or your significant other. Okay. You say education's important, but you haven't read a book or listened to an educational tape or program or watched something educational for months and months or years. The national statistics about who reads books is appalling too. Mentioned that yesterday. Okay. So what's important to you, and are you actually doing it? And are you planning to have the greatest, grandest, most fantastic life that you can have? Plan it, and then you can make it happen so much easier. If you don't have the plan, it's unlikely you're going to have the successes that you would have if you planned it out and took the action steps toward it. Jay says step by step. That's exactly right. We start today and we go step by step to what's going to make our lives better, what's going to make our lives more fulfilled, what's going to make us sit on our deathbed and have the least regrets and know that we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, we did what we wanted to do, and we lived the life we wanted to live. But it starts with taking some time, making some time to do some planning after you've figured out what it is you really want. That's step one. Figure out what it is that's really important and what you really want. Put it down on paper. Then figure out what it's going to take to make that happen. And then start right now. It sounds simple because it is. It's not complicated, but that doesn't mean it's easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Only a few people do it because it actually is a little bit hard. It takes some work, but success takes work, and it's worth it. Dixon says that's success. Live a life with no regrets at the end. 100% exactly. And that's why we need to know what we want, know what's important, and then make sure we're putting our time and effort and work in those activities. And so many people don't. So figure it out. Figure out how you're going to get there. And every day I share some different things that'll help you. This whole program is about giving you some ideas and things to stay safe, enjoy life, be successful, be exceptional. But you have to actually do some of the things I talk about and implement them and take action on them if you want it to work. figuring out what is important to you and writing it down. Figuring out what you want in life, what will make you happy, what will make you fulfilled, what will make you satisfied, and writing it down. And then looking at where you're at to where you want to be and determining the steps and the things that you need to do to get there and write them down. And then actually do them. Take the first step immediately and continuously take those steps to achieve those things, and you can live the best life for you. Because you need to do the work, you need to figure it out because it's your life. And others aren't going to do it for you. It's up to you. We all have the personal responsibility to make our lives the best because no one else will do it for us. And we can't blame everybody else. We can't blame the economy or the president or the whatever it might be that we're blaming. It's up to us. Do these things. Put in the work. It's worth it. Everybody have a spectacular Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow.